Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace.
Hi, fellow travelers. So, Spirit is really prompting me today to talk about meditation, kind of how I look at it. Because I know that word, at least for me, was so heavy and burdensome. It's like, oh, I need to meditate. Ugh. It's not, I can't get comfortable. And it just seems like as soon as I would sit down to do that, I just got the heebie jeebies. My mind was, oh, I need to do this. This hurts. That's uncomfortable. And how I have stepped into meditation is to see it as a conversation with that greater power, however you see it, a greater being, a conversation in which my role is more to listen, right? It isn't complaining or, whining. It certainly, can be putting out the stuff that you need to just get out of your head. I'm nervous about this, or I'm really feeling heavy and sad lately, or I'm scared or nervous, or I don't know how to do this. You can certainly put that out there. We just don't need to. It's not a conversation just with ourselves or with the voice in our head going around and around and around. So for me, you could sit down, you could lie down, you could be in an easy chair, you could be walking, you could be in the bathtub, the shower, whatever. And you don't have to make your mind go to nothing. You don't have to shut your mind off and have it be quiet. Good luck with that. Monks practice for years and years, right? And the more we practice something, the better we'll get. But, if you've never lifted weights, you certainly can't go compete in the Mr. Olympia contest. If you've never worked out or run, you're not going to go do a marathon. Your body's going to rebel against that. So start where you are. Start with what's comfortable, right? That's the most important, because all it is, you're entering into a dialogue where you can listen, right? The part about quieting our mind. Yeah, don't think about the dishes, the laundry, what needs to be done this week, cooking, don't focus on whatever noise you hear outside. Not that it won't take your attention, but then you're like, oh, I'm focusing on that. Yeah, that's not what I want to do, right? So you're not going to quiet your mind. I'm never going to say that. But have your mind support you, take you the direction you want to go, right? So your mind, rather than, oh my gosh, is this it? How much longer? How long have I been doing this? Oh, my back hurts. Oh, what are they doing over there? Can't that neighbor shut up? Whatever it is. You don't want to be thinking that, but you can be thinking, I want to hear some clear guidance. I'm listening to you, right? I am turning into my listening mode. You can be focused on, am I holding any tension in my muscles? So you can actually go, what about my shoulders? So my shoulders don't feel tense and tight right now. But you know what? There's a whole new level of relaxation. And I'm not talking about relaxation like, slumping down where you end up getting a pain in your spine. But just that's why it may work for you better if you're lying down, if you really want to get into relaxation. That's why a lot of times, meditation is easier or maybe more effective with someone like me that takes you on a guided meditation, because your mind has something to focus on, focusing on what instructions it's getting, what to visualize, what to see. But just like any conversation, there are times you have conversations. This video, I'll bet you've had at least one instance where you checked out and thought about something that, oh, wait, what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But the more you practice it, the more you're going to develop that skill, right? The more you I'm going to get quiet, still, and part of that, the body even. Not obviously if you're walking, but you're not going to be tense and tight. You're just going to be fluid. And then let that conversation happen. Just like, I need some guidance. I need some clarity. Then, and not just the mouth, you got to quiet the mind from going on its litany of complaints, right? Or concerns. And every time, like, all you have to do, just say it. Oops, sorry. I sidetracked. I'm back now. Just like you would a person sitting there talking with you, However long you want to do it. Personally, I do it many, many, many times during the day. Just checking in, being there, even if it's as simple as like, hey, are you there? Are you here with me? And then take a second and allow yourself to feel that, okay? Because it isn't a mental thing, meditation. It can be all your senses, hearing, seeing, feeling, breathing. So don't let that word meditation put you off and, oh, I can't do it right. No, I can't sit still that long. You don't have to. Those aren't rules. Those were something that was said, it worked for them, and that's awesome. And it could be a goal you work toward. But right where you are is fantastic. The most important thing is the desire to have that connection. The desire to connect with that is so much bigger and greater, not only than what we are, but what we can even imagine in this human experience, right? And part of that, as I said, is being quiet. Meditation is to receive. A great entry into it, as always, is to start with gratitude and thanks for what you can be grateful for. And you'll start finding a longer and a longer and a longer list as you do that. I'm so grateful for these few minutes to connect, to stop connecting to the how-tos. So I'm listening to hear if there's anything more they want me to share about that. Yes, there is. Don't see meditation as, I'm so small and nothing, and am I worthy? Am I worthy to hear from you? Yes, you are. You are a part of the entire cosmos, right? That's what makes up the great power, is everything and more than what we can imagine. But you are part of that, right? So it isn't you don't need to enter into it like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough at this. I don't have that skill or that power. No, and it isn't something like you're so much more powerful and I need to be obedient. Again, it's a conversation. So enter into it as a conversation you're having with the dearest, most beloved being. I was going to say friend, but that kind of puts it on a very specific level. It doesn't need to be, master slave. It doesn't need to be mommy child or daddy child. And it's going to be different moment by moment. Aren't we in life? Even as if you're a parent, you're an adult, but sometimes don't you need to be comforted and told it's okay? So it's going to be different depending on where you are in that moment. But just start and enter into it as you're being enveloped. You're being hugged and wrapped in the most loving, supportive, encouraging energy, right? So look forward to that. And then it'll start opening up and changing and shifting. You'll see, okay, what is there for me to consider, to look at, to learn, to do today, this moment, right? And then as you can relax your muscles, the reason I say that is you're more receptive, right? If you're tense, you're pushing stuff out. When you're relaxed, think of dancing. If you want to dance with a partner, if they're rigid like an ironing board, it's a little harder to shove them around the dance floor than if they're relaxed and flowing with you, right? So do your best to relax yourself so you can flow with the energy, the spirit, the guidance. Because what they're telling me is they're so excited that you're hearing this and they can't wait to talk with you. So relax, breathe this in. As you breathe in, feel your entire body. You know, your eyes, the top of your head, your fingertips, everything fills with air and expands. Let those cells get a little more room. Break off that shell that's been on you, holding you tight and restricted. And then relax those muscles as you exhale. Let go of those fears and burdens. They'll always be there later if you want to pick them back up. But let go of them for just a few seconds. And then listen. Listen. Give thanks for what in your heart you can give thanks for. Because you can always be grateful that Spirit is there to listen, to support you, to guide you, to love you. And they can't wait to hear from you. So thank you for letting me share that. And until next time, fellow travelers, keep shining your light. Whoops, thought I was done, but nope. They had another couple things to share. So with regard to meditation, it can be fun. Have fun with it. Now that's a different concept, right? How many of us have equated meditation with fun? It had to be serious, sincere, even, kind of dour. Nope, have fun. And they're saying, talk to us anytime, all the time. While you're doing the dishes, share the joyous stuff. Don't just meditate, or don't just think you have to meditate. The time to meditate is when you need to rinse the heavy, negative stuff off of you. It can be joyous. It can be fun. It's just, think of it as a conversation you're having with the divine, with spirit, with a higher power all through your day, all day long. You'll even have it while you sleep, right? The key is we don't need any more practice at blah, 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 which is, even in the mind, the mental little chatter that we do. It's more when you think about it as a conversation with another, entity or being, then you can slip more easily into listening mode. So that's what they're saying. A lot of that is absolutely share something, but listen. That's the key. That's what meditation is. It's just listening to the divine, right? Because they're always there for us. So I hope you're having fun with it. And until next time, keep shining that light.
I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.